here. Okay, I believe, if I'm not mistaken here, that we are feeding out to the folks. Welcome to Utreon, everyone out there. Yeah, there you go. Dave from Liberty Suppressors is ready to go. Let's see. There goes Walter. Walter is here. Let me start everything off here by reminding you guys to go to hankstrange.com, sign up for our email list over there. You know, you can find all the important links that you need to find where we are, to join the email list, to all that stuff. You know, hankstrange.com, that's the place to go. I've been promising you guys that we're going to get a new website up. It's going to happen at some point. Lola's working on it. Everyone's working on it. It's, you know, it's been a labor of love around here. So we should be able to introduce that to you guys pretty soon. But, you know, everything happens in its time. Everything happens in its time. All right. One thing I want to remind everyone if you're watching this later on YouTube, if you want to see us live, you have to come over to Utreon. That's the place. We could go live. We could handle guns. We could show fire sticks. We've got some really cool stuff coming up tonight to share with you guys. So go on over to Utreon. Okay. Yeah. We'll have a whole bunch of stuff here to share to you. Big shout out to Barnauls, makers of performance steel case ammunition, for sponsoring the podcast here. We really do appreciate those guys. All right, that being said, let me load my guests up here into the window and smash the open, and we'll start doing this.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange
All right,
situation.
guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the thumbs ups, ring the bell, press the up arrow. Who's got a bell? Walter, there you go. Okay, there you go. Walter's got a bell. You know, and then here in Utreon, you got to hit the arrow up. Hold on, there we go. I got to figure out how to...
It makes this sound when you click it.
Oh, right. When you click the arrow up. That would be nice. Yeah. That would be nice on Utreon. But hit the arrow up. It's right under the title. That's what we need you guys to do. Shout out to everyone who's joining us out there. We appreciate you guys. I see Jade Grew. I see Lola's in the chat. I see Christian Grest, excuse me. Walter's in the chat too. Cruiseman is in there. Briley Oliver is in there. Appalachian Gun Runner. We'll try to get Dave from Liberty to sign up here, and get him.
That means I got to open another tab, and
I know. You know.
It's just the worst.
Lola says happy Monday to everyone out there. Happy Monday. Okay, let's do jazz hands. We got to keep it traditional here. Jazz hands going. There you go. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 845. 845.
Wow.
Yes. What was the last episode we had you on, Dave?
Yeah, I was looking, and it was back in April.
In April? Ooh, I don't even know what number that would have been. Maybe in the 700s. We'll have to... Someone will have to look that up. But this is 845 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. My guest, like I said, David Saylors of Liberty Suppressors, Liberty Cans, joining us. There he goes. Live from Georgia.
Tonight?
Huh?
How you guys doing tonight?
Good. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. We also have Walter Keller also joining us. Live from his own personal restaurant, apparently.
Nice.
What's up, Spencer? No, Spencer just came to bring the food. That's it.
Let's see if put some salt on.
Walter must be fed. Yeah. There you go. I don't know. What are you eating, Walter?
I have some pot roast and some macaroni, some pasta.
There you go. I don't know if you've had a chance to eat yet, Dave.
Yeah, I ate a pack of crackers.
Oh, look at that.
I got home from the shop a little later than I planned because I had a machine repair person in there looking at some machines. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
CNC down or something?
Well, we just have a little problem. Nothing too earth-shattering, but
okay.
It just showed up, and it always takes longer than you think. So.
Okay. So I was going to start with Dave. Dave, what have you been up to since the last time you've been on here, man? What's been going on with you?
Work, more work, and lots of work.
Okay.
This year has been a really, really interesting year for us. It's like we have a sales model, and we kind of predict what's going to happen based on previous years. This year's been different. It's been really interesting.
No.
It's almost like there's like some kind of pandemic or something. I don't know.
I thought that was supposed to be over in like 3 months, man. You know, just
Yeah, and then this guy named Brandon comes around and does stuff.
everyone just had to go into the gulag for 3 months. I mean, the government would definitely not keep us locked up and under their thumb forever. Oh wait, hold on, it's 2 years later.
2 years.
I mean, if you thought, like, if people thought, I remember I have a patch somewhere that I think we're gonna probably give some of those away, like on our last show here. But it says what was it? 2020 was hell in a handbasket, right?
Yeah, that's what it says. I got it right here on the wall.
Yeah, 2021. What if 2020 was hell in a handbasket? What the hell is 2021?
Just
go
2
Brandon,
weeks
baby.
to flatten the curve. That's it.
Yeah, flatten the curve. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, it's just really, really nuts. Okay, so go ahead, Walt. How are you doing, Walter, on this Free for All Monday? How are you?
All right, not bad.
Okay. Look, Dave has his patch right there. There you go.
Oh, there you go, man. There you go.
There you go.
Started out the day cleaning out my main line drain thing for the sewer again at my house.
Okay.
Had to go.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pro at it now, though. So.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well,
Yeah.
not necessarily, but it's a necessity. You have to, you know.
Yeah, switch over to being a vegetarian. You will save the planet, and you won't have to clog up the bathroom anymore.
There, you still got to wipe when you're a vegetarian. So, you know. Now, started out doing that, and then I went to the shop, and what else did I do? Oh, you know, it was that exciting? I can't remember. God darn it! That's the thing, you know. I had lunch. It was there. By the time I got done with the drain, it was lunchtime, and then some other minor stuff during the afternoon, and then the machine repair guy showed up, and we kind of figured out what was going on. You know, I go over to the next door.
Yeah, you got goodies. You got goodies. I see.
And a package was sitting there from Barnauls. And I'm like, I didn't order nothing from Barnauls, but you know, being a member of the BOP.
Look at this. That is a lot of fabric.
They sent me a dang onesie. It's an extra large onesie.
I guess they know. They know about you.
Feet and everything in it. Look at that. There's feet and everything.
You gotta wear that at the SHOT Show.
What is? Hold on, Walt. Let's see. Hold that pattern close. Let's see what's on there. Oh, it's a Brownell snowman. Okay.
It's a snowman with an AR-15.
Look at
and a flag.
Would you just look at that? Would you look at that?
Stay frosty. That's
yeah, just look at that right there.
What am I going to do with this thing?
Are you putting it on, Walt? What size is it? What size? Yeah, what size?
It's XL. It's made for Sasquatch.
Wear it to SHOT Show.
Oh my God! I'm just touching. I'm touching this, and I'm starting to perspire. It's so warm. I mean, look at that. It's got a nice little.
Oh,
hood
it's got a hood. Oh, this is. What's it made of? What material is that?
Fleece.
The hot kind.
Oh,
there
you're gonna put it on?
You lost it.
My wife took it from me.
That is called taxation. Taxation without representation. Yeah. That's very cool. Let me see. I've got a picture of you with that thing here. I think you sent. Let me see if I could throw that up.
I hope you get one too, there, Hank Strange. Maybe. I don't know. Not everyone gets the same stuff all the time or whatever. But that looks very cool. Let me see if I could. There we go. Boom, Walt. Check that out. Look. How big that thing is. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is big, man.
Laugh, Dave, because you can. What the heck am I going to do with this thing? I think I could get two people inside that thing.
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure you and Babyface P would fit just fine.
Oh, no, we ain't getting in there with that little.
Oh yeah, yeah, you are. Oh look, Peggy has it on.
Oh look at that.
Oh look, she's modeling it.
All right, that's awesome.
Actually,
very nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
She needs that. She's got to have a rifle now.
Yeah. This got pockets.
Climb up on the deer stand with that thing on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Uh,
We're all waving
That's
at you,
awesome.
Peggy. Thank you.
I guess I'll have to
Kept it.
slide my BOP underwear on when I slide that thing on. I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that belongs to Peggy now. Briley
That's fine
Oliver
with me.
says,
That's
huh?
completely fine.
Yeah. American Bulldog says, does it have a flap in the back? Do you know?
I didn't notice that. Does it got a potty flap in the back?
Easy access. Or
Something like that.
yeah. And Briley Oliver wants to know how often we go live here. So being that we're in December, we're not necessarily doing Monday to Friday like we usually do.
Did it have a poo-poo flap?
But on a regular basis, we do Monday to Friday from 7 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern. And we go live here on Utreon. That's our thing now. We'll go live on Utreon. Tomorrow you guys will see it on YouTube. But YouTube does not allow us to handle guns. And sometime tomorrow you'll get the audio and all that kind of stuff. Big shout out to everyone who is out there hanging out with us. I appreciate the folks who come up. Oh, guns! Hold on! We all got to throw guns up. Boom!
Yeah, here.
Guns.
You got to
Guns.
do it like a rapper.
Yeah. I don't have. I have this one gun here. So let's do a rundown of who's got what. Dave, what do you have? You're the special guest tonight. What's that?
All right. I have a vintage Liberty Suppressors lower, and we're working on bringing those back. I don't know if you can see it. And it's carrying a Zulu upper, 5.56 integral suppressed upper on it. And we run Vortex optics. I really like Vortex glass.
Yeah,
They're
Vortex.
Great guys over there.
Yeah, they make some cool stuff.
Yeah, they're good people.
Yeah,
really like
believe
Vortex.
it or not, there was a time when I did have a Liberty lower.
We're going to rectify that not too distant future.
So let's see, Walt. What do you have? What do you have here?
This is a Sig MCX with one of my stocks on the back. One of the Safety Upper Firearms
Very cool.
compact entry stocks.
Very cool.
Nice.
I had this at the shop. I just brought it home. We just made some more of these stocks. So.
Oh, you did? Okay, so that means you made more of the Sig models, right?
Yeah, the MCX one. Yeah.
The MCX one. Okay, so for folks who are always asking about that, the Sig ones are out there. So I'm gonna show this off. This gun that I have here is actually really, really cool. Everyone's bragging about their What Would Stoner rifle do? What would Stoner do rifle?
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah, there you go. Here's Walter's What Would Stoner do?
This is what would Walt do.
Yes, built off of the KP-15
with a side charging Bear Creek Arsenal.
Yeah,
on it.
that is very nice. I appreciate that one.
Yeah.
And then there's actually the one that KP Arms and Barnauls and the guys from In Range.
Okay.
Oh, I hope you ate all that food already.
No, I haven't.
Food on the ground. Food on the ground.
Just a knife. That was a knife. Yeah.
Oh, where is Minnie at this moment to come get that food? So the guys from In Range TV, Brownells, and KE Arms, they made a complete gun, but you can also get the KP-15 lowers from Brownells. That's what I have here. So I had a KP-15 lower, complete lower that I got in from Brownells, and I reached out to my friend David here from Liberty Suppressors, and I was like, David, I think this would be a cool gun to build the upper for this as a Zulu. So do you want to? And that's what this upper is right here. So here, I'll show it, Dave. Do you want to tell the people about what the Zulu upper is here and how folks do that? So this is integrally suppressed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yours is special because you have a special receiver and a special handguard that we normally use. Let me just slide this off real quick. We use an Arrow Precision M-lock rail, free floating rail on an Arrow receiver normally, but with yours being Hank has custom upper and handguard. Now, the silencer itself is a titanium silencer with an Inconel blast chamber It's got the gas block integrated inside the silencer because gas blocks are leaky. So we captured that gas inside the silencer. If you look through the handguard, you'll see the gas tube comes out of the back of the suppressor into the gun. And,
it's tough to show it here on camera, but you guys will have
front cap. Show the front cap to the camera. You see all them little holes around the front perimeter? Well, it's focusing on your face.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see if we can get it to.
Here. I can do this.
There you go.
Maybe I could put it up closer.
Get it lined up. I gotta get this on the side.
Hold on. Yeah, Dave will do a better job than me. There you go. Yeah.
Get the gun sit still there. All them holes around the perimeter. Well, I don't drift it off screen.
That's it.
They're gas vents that lowers the pressure in the suppressor and allows the gas to flow forward. And it does a couple of other actual jobs that have to do with hydraulic friction and suppression. You convert energy into heat, gas energy through hydraulic friction by pushing that gas through a confined space and allowing it to expand on the other side in a controlled manner. And you get that hydraulic friction, even though it is a gas, it's just a really thin liquid, will convert to heat, and the can gets super hot.
No, yes, it does. That's true.
You know, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a rap for this. Did you see the video we put up of this? I don't know if you saw the video. I'll try to see if I could pull that video up here.
I probably saw it. I'm pretty sure I did. You can't hold the handguard after about a magazine, can you?
No, but but it's really it's fun, and there's gas and stuff like that comes out, but it's fun to shoot. It's very lightweight
that's
too.
Why this one here, I'm gonna slide this off. This one is an early prototype, but you see that logo right there. Let me get it turned around. It's backwards, so it's messing with me. This is a guy down in Florida, close to you. His company's called Liberty's Defense.
Okay.
And he makes these out of basically fireproof materials. This won't burn. The lining material is the most combustible part, and it's Nomex. So we haven't had any issues with these getting hot. It's held on with a get it up here in front of the camera, a stainless steel aircraft cable wrapped around it.
Okay.
And it's sewed to it. Yeah, it's really cool how it works. But these work. These will keep the heat off your hand.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this makes a great house gun.
Yes.
That's
we initially designed it as a law enforcement entry carbine because it's a 10.5-inch barrel inside of here. It's a 10.5-inch stainless barrel, and then the silencer. The overall length is 16.5, so you don't have to do but one stamp. That's the reason it's as long as it is. But it's you get the whole gun, suppressor and all, is this big.
Yeah.
And for entry guys, they'll dump the stock, put a little red dot on it, and they're just in super compact.
Yeah.
And it keeps the package size very manageable.
Right, which is very, very important. Everyone knows you got to manage your package size, if possible.
Oh dear. We don't. I guess you're stepping up to the plate since Patrick ain't here.
Yeah. So listen, I'm going to show off the video. So here on Hank Strange on the YouTube channel that you guys can see here, all our stuff is really super limited by YouTube, by the way. This is one of the reasons why we're doing the live here from Utreon. But if you go there on the channel, it's called Barnauls KP15 with Liberty Zulu Integral on it, and you could click on that. Let's see here. There you go. It's going into the video. By the way, big thanks and shout out to Arms List that's sponsoring the main channel over there. We appreciate those guys. So let's see here. Let me see if I could skip forward in this video so I could show you guys some stuff here of us shooting it. I actually have my son out there shooting with me. Let me see. Here we go. Here's the chip off the old block. There we go. Angst Strange. Here he goes. At some point, if he could see past his hair, he will shoot this gun.
Has hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got your audio muted.
Yeah, the audio on this is I mute the audio that's coming in from stuff here. But yeah, this is a great fun gun to shoot if you guys want to check it out. I think there was a part here we even had Lola shooting it. So let me see if I could skip forward here. Find the part with Lola. Here we go. Where is it? Oh, okay. Let's see. I think there was a place where Lola was shooting it in here in this video. The fixed stock, everything. This all works great for this, man. I really enjoyed shooting this gun. Let me see. Where is the part with Lola?
You're talking.
Yeah. Who's talking? Oh, here we go. Can you guys not hear me?
Yeah,
No, you're talking in your video. That's why you're not seeing Lola. Your hands are moving. There's Lola.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Lola was in there. It was fun. It was a fun video to do with the whole family there. So if you want to see it and you want to see everything that happened, go to Hank Strange, YouTube/Hank Strange, and you guys will be able to check it out. I believe we also have our videos are automatically getting pulled over to Utreon also, so you don't even have to go to YouTube. You can watch it here on Utreon. Briley Oliver wants to know what the scope is. That I think for the scope
This
you're
is
probably
a
talking. Yeah.
Vortex. The one that's on my rifle is a Vortex Viper PST 1-6 by 24.
Okay.
I really like this scope. It has I don't remember the exact model reticle that's in it, but it has a bullet drop compensator system. So for like at 300 yards, the first hash mark down is where the bullets landed. So I know that I can hold that first hash mark out at 300, and I'll hit center of my plate.
Okay.
I shot it today, and this gun shoots incredibly accurate for a 10.5-inch gun. 300-yard hits on a reduced B25. It's like 7 inches wide and 9 inches, or not 19, 18 inches tall. It's not very big, and it's like you can put them in the middle of it as long as you want to do it.
So
do your part.
So for you, what distance do you think you'll typically be using that gun from?
Normally we shoot 100 yards. Normal,
Okay.
I mean, most people are going to go to the range and shoot 100 yards in a pit. That's what they're going to be doing 99% of the time. But we've stretched ours back to, it's like 271 or something. That's our far back line. But
Okay.
We've got a loophole shot through the trees, so it allows us to shoot more distance. But yeah, it's easily a 300-yard rifle with optics. I mean, it's hard to see with a red dot.
Yeah.
Especially
See, mine has a red dot.
I'm
I'm planning on this is like a house gun. So
Yeah.
I don't really need
yeah.
it to be. I don't really need it to be good past like 20 yards, to be honest with you. It's going to be between 10 and 20 yards of me, probably like less than 10 yards, really. But
You need frangible ammo then.
yeah,
So it don't go through the walls.
yeah.
You know.
And the other, my other house gun, which you guys also do the upper for that. I've got the 300 Blackout, which you guys call that the
Leonidas.
The Leonidas, yes.
Yeah.
So if folks are interested in that, I could probably pull that up also.
Dude, that gun is crazy quiet.
Yeah. And you guys are building those all the time, right? Those are built on request.
Yeah. We don't make the stainless version anymore.
Okay.
We phased it out. Once the titanium version kind of got out, and people started understanding that they could get it or the stainless.
Right.
We didn't see any demand for the stainless one, so we dropped it from the lineup.
I'm showing I'm showing your website here. I see the website's got the whole crew. Who is this? I recognize the bald guy right in the middle.
Yeah. This is an interesting photo because 1, 2, 3.
I see Teresa.
Yeah, 3 of the people in this picture don't work here anymore.
Uh-oh. Well, I see Teresa. I hope Teresa still works there, and I see Sierra in the background.
Yeah. Sierra has pink hair now.
Oh, she does? Okay.
Yeah, that picture's fairly old. It's time for an updated photo.
Oh, okay. I never even saw that on here before. And then let's see if we want to go to integral and custom silencers is where you would get it. And then there's the Zulu, the Leonidas. So if we click on the Leonidas, there you guys go. Here's the stats for that.
Yeah. And the Leonidas TIs being the titanium variant, we keep those on the shelf. They're available all the time.
Yeah.
And the Zulus, we was finally able to get receiver parts from. We use Aero Precision upper and handguard, and it was a long time before we were able to get more uppers. We was able to get rails, we just couldn't get uppers forever because that's the integral upper.
Right.
It's got the it's got that rail mount made into the receiver, so it reduces a connection, so you reduce your stacking tolerance.
Are there any? Can people get titanium handguards? Probably not, right?
The aluminum ones are lighter.
Okay. It's that would be lighter. Okay.
Yeah,
And then
aluminum is a small percentage actually lighter than titanium.
okay. And then here I also see I don't know, is that Peggy I hear talking? Maybe. And then so this is the whitetail.
Yes.
You guys are still doing the whitetail, right?
Correct.
So that's the bolt action.
Yeah, it's got the right rifle in the picture. For the longest, they had the wrong rifle. We use a Bergara B14 Ridge as our host rifle, and we was using the Ruger American. Yeah,
right.
See, that was that. You now have the picture. No, that's a Bergara, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Bergara. It's just got a scope on it. That photo.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell the difference between.
Yeah, it's the same gun.
Yeah. And then what's the other one that you... Oh, you know what's the other one here? I know Walter has one of these. The Behemoth! Where is it? Boom!
Yes.
Oh.
The 50 BMG monster.
Yeah.
So much silencer.
Yeah. For all the folks out there with BMGs, all the people with SHTF 50s, this is what you need to get. You need to get your Behemoth on.
Yeah, get your Behemoth on. Yeah, it works really well, really light.
Yeah, solid titanium to kill the weight, man. It's magical.
Yeah.
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 And that's built to order though, correct, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right now they're making I think Eric is currently cutting 5 out right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, and they're all spoken for, of course, but yeah, we're running a whole series of them.
I had a customer that I showed mine to, and he was interested, but he's in Montana. So there's no sense in me ordering it and then having to ship to somebody in Montana. I need to get him to get it from somebody in Montana. So but yeah, no, he was money burning a hole in his pocket kind of guy. You know? So
hey, you know, when you get that next Brandon, let's go Brandon check. Yeah.
Them Brandon bucks.
Yeah. You know, get up on that. Listen, if you're gonna have a 50, you might as well put a can on it. We've all shot like the SHTF 50 with the Behemoth on it. It's pretty good.
And then, you know, if you really want to get excited and get real worked up, you run some subsonic ammo through your 50 cal can. Oh my! Yeah,
that would be incredible.
Yeah.
And then, like, whatever you shoot completely flies off the range.
Yeah, I think so what's the longest barrel you make, Walter, for the 50s?
Longest we make is 29 inch. 29.
20. So, yeah, 29-inch barrel plus the Behemoth plus... that's like...
Stand up next to it and take a picture like the, Beverly Hillbillies.
That's Navy SEAL territory right there.
Yeah. It's like a Kentucky rifle by the time you get done adding everything together.
Can you imagine like the Navy SEALs coming up out of the water with a? Because I think they use what do they use? They use like a 22, don't they? Like a don't they use the Ruger 22? The Navy SEALs when they. Isn't that their silent thing because they can go real close to someone with that 22 and it's like whisper quiet, right?
They probably do. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
They are very quiet, but you got to remember that's not too much Geneva Convention. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't think there's a lot of Geneva Convention going on with when the Navy SEAls.
Well, I'm just saying the Israelis have used them, and the Russians in Chechnya have used the Suppress 22s also. But yeah, I just heard that. I don't know any facts.
Rumor has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was somewhere. I'm trying to see if I could. MK22.
MK22.
I don't know. They've probably used different. They probably used different things over the years. The Navy SEALs. Who knows what they're using now? But I know like 22. That's the easiest. That's going to be the quietest that you could get.
Right.
But you're probably going to need to be real close.
unless they had some kind of very specific gun made just so they could shoot a 45 ACP or a 9mm heavy ball, or, you know.
Right. All tuned up for that suppressor.
Yeah. And wouldn't surprise me. You know, SOCOM's got their own budget. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Can do whatever they want to do. But if they want to, they can. There is a pistol version of the SHTF 50, right, Walt? There is a pistol version of that.
Much like the Behemoth, that would be a per
Custom
order. Yeah.
You could
It
get
could happen, huh?
Yeah.
I
You
do
can
have
get
some
that custom
12-inch
made.
barrels. Yeah.
12-inch. Good Lord.
Yeah, you got to get one of those.
Powder outside of the gun than you are in it.
I don't recommend a can on the end of a 12-inch barrel, though. I do not.
Lord.
I mean, you're gonna burn all that powder inside that suppressor. It's like not a good idea.
Man.
Yeah, I know. I've used that. I've used that thing with the tail hook on it. Remember?
Yeah, we shot with a tail hook on it. Yeah, it worked just fine. Yeah, the recoil is really low actually out of a 12-inch barrel because you don't have time to create the recoil. Yeah, I think it's still running. It's still running. You know, I think we put a chronograph on that one time. I was trying to remember. I got to do it again. I can't remember what we came up with, but it's still moving faster than you think. Actually,
I can't remember.
1800 or 1900.
Yeah, you know, something like that. But it's definitely not running full on because you can see the.
I think every time I put those videos up on YouTube, they get kicked off of there. So I'm not exactly sure. Those videos are floating around out there. They might actually be on Safety Harbor.
Yeah,
they might be on the Safety Harbor Firearms.
We'll have to do another one. Right at the moment, I don't even physically have a 12-inch gun assembled, so I'd have to.
No,
but I could have one. I could have one put together in half an hour. So big deal. We'll have to make another video.
Yeah, I've got to go look and see. I'll check out the Safety Harbor Firearms and see, like, what's actually there. Cruiseman says, I've always liked the Liberty cans. I just don't have the money for them. When do the Liberty cans go on sale? Do you guys have, like, Black Friday stuff going on?
Yeah. We had a Black Friday deal over that whole weekend. And every once in a while, there'll be some kind of a product. Maybe sometimes if we discontinue a product, then we'll do a blowout on them or something. But usually we're sold out of everything, and it's pretty rare here lately that we're able to have something on the shelf. They go fast. It's kind of shocking how fast. I mean, as fast as we make Mystics, they go. They're almost constantly in production.
Wow. Okay. So I remember the last time you came on, I was asking you how everything was going, whether you guys were selling stuff, and you said everything kicked up. So it stayed steady over that time? Have you seen any signs of things going down or slowing down at all?
There was a dip. October and November, things was a little low up to Black Friday. And I attribute November to Black Friday because people have come to expect that there's going to be a Black Friday sale. So they just kind of sit on their money for the 2 or 3 weeks prior to it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Walter's about to eviscerate a whole bunch of good watermelons.
Yeah, while you're talking here, I figured I'd find that this video is on YouTube/Safety Harbor Firearms because it got kicked off of our channel way too many times here.
Oh, okay.
So, boom! Look at that.
They just evaporate.
Yeah, some pieces landed over there by him.
It got out of the 4 of them, Dave. It hit 3 of them, and the bullet must have yawed.
Yeah.
Didn't hit
Here we go. Here's the slow-mo. Look at that.
Oh, man. That's some of the best we've ever done, and YouTube doesn't like it.
No, every time I put it on my channel, it's the reason why we're severely ghost banned or whatever they call it.
Shadow banned.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a whole bunch of energy delivery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So right now, let's see. We've got someone out there wants to know if we've got guns. So who is it? Gun Lover 234 says, "Do you have any guns? If so, can I see them?" We always got guns, man. We always got guns over here, son. This is how we roll. I even have a Liberty Suppressors box
Oh,
right
wow.
here with a suppressor.
I don't even have one of those in here.
Yeah. How come you don't have your own suppressors, Dave? They're not.
They're all
they're not-
locked up. Well, I do have a Mystic.
Oh, okay. You got a Mystic. This is the amendment.
Yeah.
So there
That's
you go.
our new 7.62 can.
Yeah.
Based on our Constitution, it's an entry level 7.62 can. Oh, look at the flare gun for the win.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. You know what? So I like how you guys. I like the amendment. So we got one in here for me and one in here for Babyface P. Babyface got serial number 02. That made me very sad.
Yeah.
You know, that made me very sad.
But you know, you gotta throw the boy a bone every now and then.
You know, I mean, it's Babyface. If we don't, he gets really, he gets really grouchy.
Is he supposed to be on?
No, he's in North Carolina.
Oh, it's right. He's up in the mountains. He's going back to nature.
He's just trying to make sure no one goes deliverance on him. Yeah, but
That's right,
that.
I forgot.
So the amendment is the 30. Is the 30 that's the last thing you guys have put out, right?
Yes, that's the last new product launch we had was the amendment, and it was a soft launch. We basically made it. There was a group of dealers, basically in one particular region, that kept asking for a 30 cal version of the Constitution. They just kept asking for it, and so we went ahead. Noah actually designed that one. We tasked Noah with it, and he actually come up with the design. Brought it to us. We cut out a couple of prototypes, got the one we liked, and he's the one that took the ball and run with that one. But we just literally got them made, called all those dealers and told them we made what they wanted, and they pretty much bought them all. So then we made another batch, and then we put them on the website. We hadn't even got them on the website before they were all gone. Then got them on the website, and then we actually got them out to you guys. Actually, we always set aside a small quantity for review and testing or whatever you call it, and like that's how Babyface got serial number 02. We set that block aside, but yeah, they went away quick. So I don't know what batch number of them we're on now. I'm kind of out of the loop on that part.
Oh, okay.
I'm in here on a CAD machine designing something now.
Oh, okay.
So,
You're working on new stuff
down the pipe,
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, we got stuff coming up.
We
now
can't-
I got some stuff laying here that I was going to show you.
Okay.
The last time I was on, all our cans are 1.180 24 threads. All right.
Okay.
It's basically 1 3/16 24, but it's slightly smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it winds up with the wall size of the tubing. Once you get the core in the tube, we went down to 1.180, so we wouldn't have a thin wall on our threads on our core.
Mm-hmm.
And it also gave us cross compatibility at a time in history with Gemtech stuff. So our mounts would fit Gemtech product. But Gemtech changed their spec along the way, and suddenly we were getting all these complaints from people that it wouldn't fit. So that's why we took that rating off of the website. But I think when Smith & Wesson bought them, they changed some of the specs.
Okay.
But what we did was you kept asking for this, and I wasn't sure if it was this or if it was this, but one of these two adapters was the one you wanted. So we
this
made both.
this is this is that universal
1 3/8 24.
Yeah, is that what the universal
What they're trying to do, yeah.
Yeah.
So now if you've got 1 3/8 mounts, you can actually mount up to your Mystic with 1 3/8 mounts if you have them. And if you have Liberty mounts and you want to put them in your 1 3/8 can, now you can actually convert the thread to 1 3/8 24. And now you can actually put our mounts in a 1 3/8 24 silencer.
Okay. So that's the same thing as 1.375 by 24, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, so yeah, that's the universal thing. So people can use this on a bunch of different cans that are out there then. And they
Yes,
can adapt.
anything it
Mhm.
adapts in both directions on purpose. That way, we wouldn't have anybody left out. It gives everybody options.
Yeah.
But we do not recommend what I have just done here, which is stacking them up like this, because
Okay.
ultimately what you'll get is a bunch of stacking tolerance problems from doing this. So just use the one adapter that's necessary. Don't just like store your adapters like this.
Okay, so if I have a Mystic, I get that adapter from you guys. Is that on the website already?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on the web store.
Okay. Let me
But
let me see if I could go to the website and show you all that. But let me run this in. By the way, someone was asking about the amendment. What was the amendment price? Is it like 3 something?
It's at the top.
Hold on, let me see. Where is it?
It should be.
Don't
Go up to where there's a red button. Click that order here button.
order here. Okay.
And what it is.
Oh, there you go.
it is.
483.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you guys need to go through, of course, your
Local dealer.
your local dealer that can do suppressors. I forgot what that's called, Walt. What's it
There's
called?
Class 3, which
Class
Class 3 is a
3.
regular machine gun dealer, and then there's Class 2 guys like me that can also do transfers. So
Let's see. So where do I find the where do I find that?
Go
Under
to shop. Click on the shop button.
Okay, shop.
Just click it. Don't worry about the sub menus yet.
Okay, all right. And then we'll
And it'll
go.
bring it up. Now, over on you can scroll down to adapters, and it'll be under the adapters. One of them says accessories. Go back up a little.
Okay.
It says suppressor accessories.
Suppressor right here. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
And then in here, it'll be on this page somewhere.
It'll be somewhere in here, right? So what are we looking for?
It puts 10 to a page, you can see.
So it's probably, is it at the end?
I don't know.
Somewhere in there.
No. But you can go over to that search products.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of them right there. You're scrolling across it right now.
Okay.
The Varioso is what they named it.
Varioso. Okay, here we go.
Click on it, because it should give you the choice of A or B once you open it.
Okay, here you go.
See how there's an option that says choose an option?
Yeah.
Click that
Oh,
button that says choose an option.
Okay.
And then you'll see you got
B.
A or B. And then depending on which one you pick, depends on what picture you see.
Oh, okay.
So if you pick B, it'll change the picture.
All right. There you go.
That way you know which one you're getting.
Okay. Yeah, so this is a cool. So what I like about this, and I think Walt, I've told you that before. We've had this discussion. Like, I like the idea of suppressor companies going to a universal standard. So that it makes it easier, because it gets crazy if you buy a suppressor from one company, then you've got to get all your muzzle devices and all that kind of stuff from that company. They don't always have them. It's tough to make those things. I'm not necessarily knocking the companies from that, but I think it makes it easier for the consumer to have a universal standard so we can mix and match some stuff.
Right. And I mean, really, if you've already got a bunch of dead air direct thread mounts, there's no reason to buy more of them just so you can put your Mystic X on your 300 Blackout. If you've got a 5/8 direct thread, you can stick it in this thing, stick it in your Mystic, and go shoot your can,
Yeah. I like that idea. I don't know what you think about it, Walter. I don't know. Will you come down on the whole universal thing?
That's cool. Just make sure you put the right caliber can on the right caliber gun.
Well, that is a thing. But that's on you. You always have to make sure of that.
Make sure this hole is bigger than the hole in the gun barrel.
It's all right.
You always, Walter. Look, you have a good point.
Yeah, hey, I'll tell you a little story about that. It's kind of related, but not.
Okay.
A friend of mine had some guns stolen one time. He had some of these Ruger revolvers, the single action Rugers, where you have different, like a 357, 38. I mean, different chambers, revolver chambers.
Oh yeah. Cylinders. Cylinders.
I think, cylinders. I think one was like 357 and 9mm, some weird thing. Well, the intelligent folks that stole them, when they found these guns, they had they had like a 357 chamber in a 45 caliber gun, or
Ooh.
it was vice versa, where if it would have went off, it would have been a real bad day. It would have been a real bad day. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That's what the
You kind of
Popo
almost
found.
wish they had tried it.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're complaining in the hospital room, I don't know if they would even know what happened to them, right?
Man,
They probably
my stolen gun blow up. What up with that?
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Stupid pistol blowed up.
Yeah.
blow
So
up.
crazy. Yeah. Listen, I think that's a good thing, Dave. I remember talking to you about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a while ago.
You were the one that gave me the inspiration to do it, because if you hadn't have said something, we wasn't getting any requests for them. So, and now that we've made them,
are they selling?
Asking for them.
Yeah. So I've got one question here. You know, I'm a little disappointed it's not called the Hank, but you know, I mean.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I will cry myself to sleep tonight. You know.
We got to say that. We're saving that name for a special silencer.
Oh, okay. Wait, what kind of special are we talking about?
I have to get with Walter and discuss it with him.
Oh, no.
That's the one that resembles a prison wallet. That's what,
Oh, no. No, that's very cool. I'm glad you guys are doing that. I'm looking forward to being able to try that out on I have a Mystic X. I think Walter does as well. Yeah.
Hey, did you get a specific can yet that we talked about a week or two ago?
No.
It hasn't come in yet?
No.
Okay. Because I literally, the next morning, got it out, got it put together, and got it put into the Cerakote room that day. So I know it's done. So and they were talking about the FFL to use, and it was yours. You have your own.
Yes.
They filed the form, so maybe the form ain't come back yet. But
okay.
Next morning, all of that happened.
So I think we could tell people about this. We have Barnauls sponsoring us, and Barnauls is Barnauls and High Point are connected. That's that's why I'm.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
They're under the same umbrella, and they sponsor the show here. So High Point is giving away a High Point carbine, the 45. And they already sent that to us, and then Liberty is going to be giving away the suppressor for that carbine. So whenever we get it, I'm going to probably give that away the last show of December, so the last show of the year. But because of all the paperwork and stuff like that, we might not actually be able to send it out to the person who wins it until we get everything in. And then I believe that Walter and Patrick and myself are going to shoot those guns, because Walter has the... What do you have, Walter? 10 millimeter High Point, I think.
Let me dig it out.
Yeah.
Get it out of it. Get it out of the hairnet.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah.
Backpack cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like the bullpup stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Hightower Armory stock.
Yeah. So let's see that again, Walter. I'm full screen on you right now. Boom. There you go.
And it's official now. I actually have magazines. Dave, I lost one mag I had for it. I can't figure it out where it is. I'll find it now. Wow. But I bought 3 more on Black Friday, so we're good to shoot now.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Walter, I think has a 10 millimeter. And I believe Babyface has a 9 millimeter, and then I'm gonna shoot the 45. And we'll shoot that with the suppressor and all that, and then we'll get... So whoever wins that when we give it away isn't going to actually get it until we put everything together. But on the last... Go ahead.
I have one of the Liberty 45 cans myself, actually.
The Cosmic sounds really good on 10 millimeter.
Yeah,
we'll have to hook
Yeah.
them guys up and work it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we should be able to put something on the 9mm that Patrick has. So the last show of which I'm not sure exactly when we're doing that show, but that show we're going to give away a bunch of stuff. So we're going to give away, thanks to Liberty Suppressors, we're going to give away that suppressor. We're going to give away the 45 carbine from High Point. Those two are going to go together. We've got 2 80% lowers that we have from TUSC.
Nice.
from TUSC Crypto. So we're going to give those away separately. And I think we'll have a couple of other prizes that we give away. So whoever's hanging out with us is very good odds you're going to win something. Because I'm giving it away on this show live on Utreon.
Nice.
The last show that we do. So
now we need to go back in time a little bit about this giveaway.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this particular can you're getting is special.
Oh, yes. Tell the story.
It's literally a one of one. It's the only one on Earth that's like it. Back, what was it, 2 years ago, Walter, when High Point had this contest about name our next gun?
No, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the yeet, about the yeet
cannon. Yes.
Yes, you remember that?
Was that? That's more. That's got to be. Is that only 2 years?
Or was it 3 maybe?
Oh, it's been at least probably working on 4 now. So
okay, well,
yeah, it's been a while.
I was doing a Instagram live stream and there was jokes about that, or I was on Instagram chatting about it, and I actually went and cut a tube and made a can, named it the Discreet Yeet. That's the can coming to you for this project.
This is a one of a kind. I'm trying to find.
Yes.
Did you ever send me a picture of it? I'm looking through.
I don't know. I may not have, but it's called the Discreet Yeet.
Yeah, I don't know if you did send me a thing. I don't know if you. That's funny.
That is special.
Yeah, so that's really going to be a very, very cool. That's going to be like a one of one to whoever wins. If that person is mysteriously named Hank Strangefellows, don't be surprised.
Hankiest, Strangiest.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a Latin name.
If Lola wins that thing, don't be shocked. No. I'm not gonna do that. We're disqualified. But big thanks to Liberty Suppressors for actually allowing us to give that away, as well as Barnauls and High Point for taking part of that, and the folks from TUSC. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for doing all the hard work you do. Okay, what you're doing is really important, and without you, none of this would really be possible. So thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, man, don't give him too big of a damn head.
Listen, not everyone could be as sexy. I don't know.
Here we go. We gotta hear the sexual stuff. Come on.
It's very tough. It's very tough.
Everybody can't be as. Go ahead and say it. Everybody can't be as good as looking as you are.
Yeah, it's natural talent. It looks easy.
Talent on what Rush said. Talent on load from God. Whoever your God is, it's on loan.
Let's not put this kind of talent on God. God can do
wait a
better.
minute. He is God. He can't be on loan for his own loan, right? I mean, that's like
God can definitely do better than this.
I'll stop.
Yeah, Brian Quick says pimping ain't easy, but actually, it's fun. It's fun to do this kind of stuff. It's fun to work with folks like yourself, Walter, as well as David. We're making plans. We're gonna do more videos with Liberty. We like once a year or something. We get together and we shoot guns. I don't know what we're planning next
January.
Yeah, when it's not hot.
Oh right. Yeah,
January
feels
works
like
really well
time here.
Yeah, it does. It's hot here, man.
I don't know what it's like in Georgia right now, but all of a sudden it turned back into almost summer again here. I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah, let's see. Currently, I can't really give you a measurement.
What's your temperature? Check your weather. What's your weather out there? We'll do a weather check right now.
My wife wanted to put up. My son wanted to put up Christmas lights yesterday afternoon, and me and my wife were standing out there aside about 2:00, and it's like it's too damn hot. Oh.
Yeah, I'll share this with you guys. Look, I'm in a town called Newberry. It is 63 degrees right now in Newberry, in my town that I'm in. But it's been hot. This whole week has been hot. I would say that. This week has been hot. What do you got? 46?
Oh, man.
Holy jeez. No, that's not even right.
And I just opened the door.
He must be in the mountains.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm up on top of Sand Mountain, yeah.
Oh, you are? Oh, let's see. What you got, Walter?
73.
Holy. Wow, Walt, you
Yeah.
are literally 10 degrees hotter than what I
always
am
is.
right now.
10 to 15 degrees warmer than you up there.
Wow. Okay.
Are you in the? Are you actually in the town of Safety Harbor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I knew your shop
not-
was, but I wasn't sure if you
Yeah.
actually lived there.
I only live a mile from my shop, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna run Walter to be the mayor of Safety Harbor one of these.
Oh, I don't know. No,
Dude,
I
I'll
don't
vote
know
for
him. No.
I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people in the graveyard that can vote for him.
Yeah, we'll campaign for you, Walt.
I'm not a Democrat now.
The write-in votes work both ways.
I'm telling you.
Well, I'm sure it does. Honestly.
Yeah.
We'll
You know,
find
if
a
you-
box full of them about 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, if you don't have to show your ID. It's so crazy. You got to show your, there's places in America where you got to show that COVID vaccination card.
But you don't have to have no.
What is
You don't,
happening?
need no ID, you don't need no ID to vote. You don't need no ID for nothing except.
No. Cruiseman says it's 41 in Alabama. Who's got the coldest weather? Who's got the coldest? Who
There's
out there
going to be
listening to?
some guy from Juneau, Alaska. He'll check in here.
Yeah.
It'll be like minus 14 or something.
Yeah, I want to see who has the coldest. Cruiseman was at 41 because you were at, what were you at, 46?
6. I'm at
Yeah.
46 here.
So yeah, right now Cruiseman is winning that
He's-
competition.
Yeah, he's a good bit further south than me. I'm up in the
Any-
northwest corner of the state, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty far
Anybody
north.
near that bad weather over the weekend?
Oh man, that was crazy. No,
No, we dodged the bullet on it entirely.
wow. That's
Yeah, it
how many people have died so far? The biggest part of the country that suffered was Kentucky with that, right?
Yeah, I had a dealer that was in Mayfield, Kentucky. A company called Kentucky Drover, and the guy's name was Keith. And I don't know anything. I mean, there's no telephones there now, so
Yeah.
you can't talk. You can't.
I had someone.
Night train says it's 39 in Delaware.
Oh, 39 in
Wait a minute,
Delaware.
hold on.
Okay,
K&N Arms, 10 degrees in Phoenix. K&N Arms.
there's no way it's 10 degrees in Phoenix.
I don't believe it. No
I'm
believe
not
it.
even going for that.
Yeah, gonna have to send screenshots.
Yeah, if you don't send us receipts, we're not going to believe it. There was a guy, Robert, who checked in with me and sent me some pictures from, he's in Kentucky, and man, I don't know if I'm allowed to share those pictures with you guys, but that part of Kentucky he was in got leveled, and he was telling me that...
There's
67!
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, K&M is cheating.
You ain't even giving away nothing in their cheat.
Yeah, that's Ken. That's Ken. That's Ken from K&M Arms. I don't know when Ken is coming on. Sometime. But so this guy that sent me pictures, man, he said that one of his friends died out there.
Man. I hate to hear that.
Yeah, like the whole house was demolished. Everything. It's crazy. I think is it 100 people or something like that so far?
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the numbers are because I turned off the news after the election, the last election,
And your life has been better for it, hasn't it?
Oh, I don't miss it a second anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I see the stuff on YouTube about the tornadoes and stuff, and you can see all that, but I don't need all that. It's a big distraction. You know?
Yeah, I haven't looked at broadcast news in years.
Yeah.
That's how I got my data was YouTube. I see it as the banner on my homepage.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at some of the things for that, like that.
Well,
there was
actually-
that candle company out there, like, man, that place got leveled. I think they lost a couple of employees, but they did.
Amazon warehouse got hit too.
There's an Amazon warehouse also. Like those are steel frame buildings, flat.
It doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
That damn tornado. You ever seen a tornado pick up a train car?
I've seen footage
tornado-
of what tornadoes could do. I've never been in one that's that
Toss
bad.
a damn train car. You know that's
Yeah.
some serious.
The only tornadoes I've been in is the ones that have spun off of, like when you have hurricanes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, those are the ones. But like these kinds of this tornado that went
the
through
real
there is
ones.
no joke. Yeah,
Down here in Florida, they'll get a tornado that pops up out of a thunderstorm and it comes down, does its stuff, and it leaves. It don't go for miles.
yeah.
Or,
That's-
that thing it leveled the whole town of Mayfield, Kentucky.
Yeah.
The whole town's gone.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
like a bomb. A bomb hit that place.
You don't get these mile wide tornadoes in Florida. just don't happen.
We really don't see them here, honestly. I mean, we'll get ones and twos, EF1s and EF2s, but I don't think every once in a while maybe a 3 will come through a little bit here or there.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had a pretty mean. I think it was a 3 that went through Alabama last year, wasn't it? Through Central Alabama, just north of Birmingham. But up here where we are, when that year, what was it, 2011, when we had that rash up in that one day, the worst one was probably a 2. You know, and it was, a 2 is destructive.
Yeah.
It's nothing like what we see from what happened yesterday with them people.
Yeah, Appalachian Gun Runner says a F4 to F5 travel 200 plus miles across 4 states.
Yeah, those are the serious. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And F5 is nicknamed the finger of God. You know, it'll pull the grass up.
Yeah, when you look at that stuff coming out of there, it's wow, Yeah. And it's amazing how like those things will actually just skip certain places, and then just destroy everything else. Yeah, that's some really crazy stuff to anyone who's out there dealing with that. Yeah, man, that sucks.
That's terrible.
And almost that part of that place where that hit, was that part of Hurricane Alley that every year gets hit with? Tornado Alley.
Kind of down on the southeastern edge of it. It really is not super in it. Normally, it's a little further west. But apparently they're close enough.
Yeah. Night Train says actually it's known as the Devil's Finger.
Okay.
Yeah. So wow. Yeah, that's, you know what, if you live in that part of the world and you're rebuilding for whatever reason, you can't move and all that, man, how do you make your where you live or where you work tornado proof?
You got to put in a bomb shelter.
Yeah, reinforced concrete. You got a safe room. Yeah.
Someplace you can get underground real quick. Yeah.
Do those dome houses work there? Like, the dome, like, how people make those dome houses? Have you ever seen them?
Maybe if you poured out a reinforced concrete.
Yeah, you've never seen the dome houses? There's a ton of them here in Florida. No. You guys have never seen the dome houses? Oh, okay. No. Because I've seen, like, dome houses I know are resistant to hurricanes and things like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Once again, reinforced concrete. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys never. I've seen them. There's quite a few.
Sure, you were watching a movie when you saw this?
No, I've seen these. I've seen. You've never. You don't know what I'm talking
like
about.
Lord of the Rings or something. You're watching like the little people living in those little buildings.
Hobbits.
You've never seen dome house. You've never seen. Okay, hold on. I'm pulling up some.
They're in the Shire.
There's a lot of places like so right here is this is just, if you Google dome houses, you'll see a bunch of different ones. But they're supposed to be resistant to certain kinds of weather like that. I don't know if they're resistant to tornadoes, because it's difficult. It's difficult for that wind to get under anything and rip it up. Yeah, it whips around a dome, spherical shape.
You remember the hurricane a couple years ago? It hit Mexico Beach in Florida, and the only house that was left standing in Mexico Beach was the one that was built with like 20-foot pilings in the ground and all reinforced concrete. They had windows that were rated like the whatever it was, crazy high. Yeah.
Look at this one.
Like 12-inch thick Lexan windows.
Yeah, that's concrete. This one right here is all concrete. This would survive probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Well,
they do look like Hobbit houses. I'm not gonna.
I got nothing against it, man. I got to have about 2 floors underground though if I'm gonna live in a Hobbit house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try to. I know it's tough for people to do that, but yeah, man, I would make my thing just totally bomb-proof, man, if I had to live there.
A simple like storm cellar, they call them.
Right.
Yeah.
It's designed as a place to get away from it.
I built my whole house underground after seeing that kind of stuff. Just build the whole thing underground.
It can be done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way to go, in my personal opinion. If you you know, I don't want to tell people to move because I understand why people live in certain places. You have parts of the country, like in California, there's a lot of
You
forest
know,
fires. Make fireproof houses somehow. Probably put them on the ground in
people
Right,
California.
brick
people
houses with metal roofs and metal frames on the exterior walls at
Yeah.
least. You know.
Yeah.
people say that about Florida. They say you live down there where all those hurricanes are. You know what? I get a week's notice before the hurricane gets here.
Yeah.
Right,
So
they
But
got to
also
tell
we
you in
have
advance.
there's building standards here
I
in
don't care,
Florida
man.
for but you could
I,
there's
I
things
live
that you
tw-
could build for the hurricanes. Like if it's brick houses, you know, you can you build in shutters and things like that, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I live 20 feet above, over 20 feet above sea level, so I don't have to worry
Yeah.
about flooding.
Yeah.
But when that wind comes howling, I was told that the city has the county has this standard for windows. You got to have
Hmm.
hurricane windows,
Yeah.
or you got to have shutters, right?
Hmm.
I told this guy, I said, I have these 200-mile-an-hour rated windows or 150. They'll
Hmm.
be laying out in the front yard, and the house will be blown up by the time if it gets hit with that kind of wind. It
So
won't make any
so
difference.
when so Lola and I and the kids, when we first moved to Florida, we lived in West Palm Beach, and we had like one of those McMansions. It was a 2-story mansion built on cinder blocks, and it had the Bahama tile roofs and everything. And the hurricane shutters, you had to put them up and screw them in, and the same what was it, Katrina actually went through there. But at that same time we had several hurricanes that went through within a very short time period of each other, including, I think, Katrina went through, skipped out, came back, and went to Louisiana and all that kind of stuff. But we got hit directly with Cat 4s and 5s, and the only thing we lost was like one of those Bahama tiles. The
Wow,
the tough
not
part,
bad.
yeah, I mean, we had like a Cat 5 that sat on top of the house
Wow.
where we lived, and it was crazy. We lost power and all that kind of stuff, but there wasn't any kind of damage because we had the hurricane shutters up. The only thing I would say, like, we had the hurricane shutters, you had to get up on, if you're a 2-story, you have to get up on ladders and put those on. That was not, if I would have stayed living there, I would have put the powered ones that you switch a button,
Yeah.
zoop, and they close in.
And also you got to store all that junk when it
Yeah.
ain't hurricane season. That's why we
Yes.
just went with it.
99% of the year, you don't even need it.
Yeah, we kept it in the garage. But it was tough. Like, I remember one time it hit, and both Lola and I, because I had like major surgery, and Lola also had some kind of surgery, and we were both like messed up. And you can't, like, when the hurricane's coming, you do get warning, but you can't hire anyone at that point to put
Yeah.
those things on for you. Yeah. You had to go put it on. I remember, and I was like, "Oh yeah, guess what? I'm moving." That's my solution. So I moved further north in Florida, and we were right at sea level. Like, West Palm Beach is sea level. But yeah, so we moved. Like, now I think we're 62 feet or something like that above sea level where we live, and we're right in the middle of Florida, so it's not as bad. But yeah, man, you got to build for what's happening. So I don't know. I know everyone can't do that necessarily, but
Yeah. I mean, like here, we're at 1,442 feet, I
Holy.
think, above sea level.
okay.
So flooding's not an issue. That's
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
You're in the mountains.
if it floods here, we got bigger problems.
Yeah, an apocalypse is not the issue up there.
Right.
That's, you could get a tsunami, I don't think is an issue. Yeah. There's not going to be much stuff that's going to be an issue there.
Polar
you-
ice caps melt and the sea level
Except
rises
that-
500 feet. We're still several hundred feet above sea level.
Yeah.
except for that straight tornado.
Yeah, there are tornadoes up in the mountains, yeah, that that can do some damage.
Occasionally. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have a lot of, what kind of animals you got up there?
It's the usual stuff on the eastern side of the Mississippi River. We have white-tailed deer, black bear. We don't have anything bigger than black bear. We finally
Bobcats.
started getting, Yeah, we got some big cats. There's some mountain lions occasionally around. They're-
So that's all good.
Coyotes now.
That's all good eating. I'm just
Lord.
talking about in the apocalypse. You guys will be fine.
Oh yeah, we'll
You
grow
guys
a
be-
garden.
Why are you shaking your head, Walter? That'd be good.
Oh,
Zombies have to climb. That's a high mountain. Those zombies have to climb to get up there. Except for your neighbors that already get zombified in the first place.
Yeah,
that's
you
what
smoke
the
them.
That's
Smoke
what
them
the
if you
suppressor's
got
for.
them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why the machine guns.
Just rack them and stack them.
So let's see here. What other new stuff did you guys see that you wanted to talk about? What's other big news stuff going on? I You know what I did see? There's still the that whole story with Alec Baldwin and that shooting on the movie set. That still has legs, man. That thing is still
It's
That thing's still
interesting how
working.
he's worming his way out of that. Somebody made the joke that they're circling the wagons around him hard for that. And, you know, if he pulled the trigger, it's on him.
Yep.
Tell
There
me
you go.
that any one of us three had been where he was at and done that, how we wouldn't be in jail right now.
Yeah,
Well-
there's a couple of things. I
Yeah.
think because it was a movie set, but definitely he as a producer, it's possible that and not possible. I'm sure that was an accident. I don't think someone deliberately put live ammo in that gun. I would hope not. That they didn't deliberately on a movie set put live ammo.
I have one question. Explain this to me in a way I can understand. Why would there be live ammo on a movie set for
There's
any
not-
reason?
There shouldn't be.
Right. So someone carried that round onto that set.
Well, they were shooting live ammo, not right at that scene, but other parts of out there that people were shooting live ammo. So,
But
how
for
it
the
got
movie
mixed-
set, the movie set would be a restricted area. You know, just so you don't have Joe Blow who's riding the fences
Well-
for the ranch come trotting through the middle of the movie set. So you got a restricted area.
Yeah, I think there was
So-
rumors. What Walter's referring to, there were rumors that that in the off time, people were out actually shooting at targets and using live ammo. I don't know how much of that, because so for example, today I noticed if you have Hulu, I saw it on Hulu, but ABC did a report where they talked to people who were on the set. Obviously, they've spoken to Alec Baldwin, who said he didn't pull the trigger and all that stuff. But they were talking to other people on that set, and you know, I didn't see any of that come up. I did see in the conversation where they were talking to like the local sheriff and all that. There were people saying that there were 2 incidents that happened where there were accidental discharges of blanks. And people didn't like that on the set, right?
well, part of the crew walked off.
Yeah, I think the cinematographers walked off the day before that. Or the night,
so
like right before
shit was-
that.
Stuff was going on, you know. Come on, let's
Yeah.
not try to candy coat it. There was
Well, because
issues on there.
it was a low budget production, I think, and then they had people doing multiple jobs. So there was someone, I think her name is Hannah Gutierrez Reed, who was the armorer on the set, but she had 2 jobs because it was low budget. She was the armorer and she was also a prop master or something like that on the set. So there's a lot of things. When people have multiple jobs like that and it's low budget, things go wrong. And I saw them talking about what specifically happened, and they were practicing for this scene where Alec Baldwin was supposed to be pointing the gun at the camera. The cinematographer, she wanted to see the gun and see rounds inside of that gun. So they were supposed to have blanks in it. And she wanted to get that scene, but he wasn't supposed to shoot. He was supposed to have just drawn it out and had it up to the camera, and it was like a close-up, you know, for dramatic effect. But because the guys had walked off, she was the one behind the camera, and then the director of the movie was standing right next to her. And then that's when, of course, Alec Baldwin says that he just pulled the hammer all the way back, and when he let it go, it slammed and fired. Right? Which
Wait.
Go ahead.
He pulled the hammer back.
Right.
It doesn't matter whether he pulled the trigger. He pulled the hammer back.
Mm-hmm.
He
said
activated
that-
the firearm.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. So no, I'm with you. I'm just trying to tell you what
Yeah,
they were
no,
what
and
they were
the-
saying.
Yeah, I get what you're doing.
So
Hank.
what
Yeah,
so what happened is when he pulled it back and he let it go, it fired. And so one round, there was a live round in there. That one round went through the cinematographer and went into the director, and that's what took them both down. The cinematographer died shortly after that. The director, I think, is still getting treated, but he obviously survived. And so they're trying to figure out how this at least one live round got on there. And I think they the sheriffs there have seized everything, and apparently they found some other live rounds. So now that's becoming a whole thing. Like, you know, they're pointing. It seems to me, even looking at the documentary, they're pointing the blame at a bunch of different people. You know, specifically the person who is the armorer. You know, who's the guy who supplied the guns and the ammo to the set. And I guess some other people. Now the ammo is supposed to be these blanks, and you're able to tell that it's the blanks because you shake them. So you're supposed to check all of that. When you shake it, you hear there's one little BB, I guess, inside of it, and that rattles. Versus a regular round, and that's all supposed to be checked out multiple times before someone's actually handling that gun that doesn't have live ammo in it, but does have ammo that's, you know, gonna make noise, push out a projectile, and all that kind of stuff. So there's a whole bunch of things that got missed. Looking at that thing, it seems to me that even the way they structured that particular thing I was looking at, they're trying to set it up that it had nothing to do with Alec Baldwin. You know, it's all these other people who are responsible and all that kind of stuff. But he was a producer of that film, so you know, at some point here, if you're the producer, you're responsible for everything that happens, including hiring
you're the one
the
that
other
brought all those people in.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You got. You remember John Snyder, Luke Duke off the Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah.
He's got a YouTube channel, and he went through the normal protocols for handling firearms on a movie set, and it is a very involved safety protocol system. Now, talking about you know, verbal enunciation that I have a firearm on set, or firearm is cold, or firearm is hot, and then they verbally announce when they pass it from one person to the next, so that there's strict safety on normal movie sets. There's strict safety about handling of firearms, and then they don't point the firearms at anybody. They're not supposed to under normal circumstances, so that even if there is something, you know, in the blank that does come out of the gun, that projectile won't hit somebody, you know, whether it be paper or wax or whatever. You know, you don't get potential injuries from that.
That's killed people before. That killed. Remember that actor from the '80s? I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Well, at close range, heck yeah, it will.
Yeah.
So they got, you know, and he talks about, like, they don't even, like, they go to great lengths to position the actors in such a way that they don't ever point the firearms at each other in gunfights. You know?
I mean, that's how Bruce Lee's son died also.
He got shot.
There was an actor that accidentally shot himself in the head because he was playing Russian roulette with a prop gun. And then there was Bruce Lee's son there was a different incident that happened with Bruce Lee's son.
Yeah.
I think they said in that incident it was a blank, but it somehow pushed out a fragment of a bullet, which I don't understand.
Oh, they had a squib round before stuck in the barrel, so when the blank went off, it pushed out the squib round, and boom, done.
Yeah.
Now, why they had a squib round in the gun, I don't know. You know, that's once again, but
things. In order for things to go bad, it takes a perfect storm. Right?
Yeah. This was a cascade of many failures, is what you're seeing. Not just any one thing failed, but if any one of those safety protocols had been adhered to, it would have broken the system and stopped it.
Right. And so this is why there's a whole bunch of rules of what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do it, when you're supposed to do it, who's supposed to check those things. I agree with you. You know, there shouldn't be anyone in the line of fire if there's even if it's just blanks in there shouldn't be anyone in the line of fire, even if that's something that they need for this dramatic scene in the movie.
Right.
You know, they should know exactly what they're doing there. And you know, if I'm the cinematographer, which I'm interested in all this stuff, right? I don't want to be in front of a gun, even if I think it has blanks in it. I don't want to be, I don't want to be in front of it. And if for some reason that had to happen, I myself would want to check and make sure that whatever's coming out of that thing is only traveling so far or whatever it is, right? Let's say you have to do whatever this is. You have to do this scene or something. You want to know for yourself that those rounds that are in there are not live ammo because you're in front of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. I mean, it's the 21st century. I see guys that fly drones with VR headsets. So you can't tell me they can't remote drive a film camera from 7 feet away.
You can, but the thing is, this was a low budget production, but also the camera people left. So the cinematographer is in charge of the crew that left was the camera crew.
So the DP wasn't even there.
No, the cinematographer was handling. No, the director of photography was the woman, but she had a crew of guys who were handling the cameras. Because typically the director of cinematography, there was one guy. I think there was one camera guy there. So I think it was probably her, that one camera guy, and the director. They were all, for some crazy reason, right in behind that camera, right? Looking at this thing that was happening while he had this. In their minds, he had blanks in the gun, but they were in the line of fire of that. And for whatever reason, they couldn't get another position to monitor that from. Do you see what I'm saying? So
all I'm saying is it was a cluster of you know what.
Yeah, so, it's a lot of things. A lot of things went wrong. The funny thing about the thing I was looking at earlier, at the end of it, ABC and all these actors and people in Hollywood, their solution for this is now they're going to not use real guns anymore. I saw The Rock.
They're idiots.
The Rock said that they're only going to use rubber guns from now on, and they're going to do CG and.
You can't rubber gun an MP5. Sorry, you just ain't gonna.
No. And they had Larry Zanoff. I don't know if you know who Larry Zanoff is, David, but
I don't know.
He works for Independent Studio Services. He's been on the podcast in the past. And they had him on, and he said, "There's no way we can't use rubber guns to make movies."
Is he the ISS prop guys?
Yeah.
I know them. We talked to them years ago about making them some dummy suppressors, but it worked out to where our schedule and their schedule didn't really work, and they wound up making them in house.
Yeah,
they wound up making them they have a machine shop on site. And they just cut out some dummy cans on site.
Oh, they could do anything. I actually went out to ISS a couple of years ago.
There's some capable people. It's interesting what they do.
Yeah, but he said you can't actually do this. I mean, at the end of the day, you just have to follow safety protocols. Now, can you, if they were trying to do this scene, can they use CG to put bullets inside of the cylinder? For sure.
Oh, yeah. For just one little cut scene so that you can see the gun raise up and it's got rounds in it.
You could do that. But this was being a low budget. I think that's why it didn't happen. There's a lot of corners that get cut when you're doing low budget. But does it matter? Because ultimately the budget, you've got to think about people's lives here, right? We do the lowest budget productions. Like all three of us here, we've gotten together to shoot stuff. That's the lowest budget that you can imagine.
And there is still strict safety protocol adhered to.
Yeah, we're very careful about doing that.
And we're using live rounds the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, what was that, Walter?
I said, don't point that thing at me, dumbass. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's, I think it's weird now that they're actually going to say that they're going to only use rubber guns in movies.
They're just talking a good line. They're not going to use that. That's completely impractical.
Yeah.
Okay, you make your butt, CG is not cheap.
No, it isn't.
Right.
Have you
right.
seen? Have you watched the end of these movies where they're all CGI?
It's
And you see the
for an hour.
hundreds of names of people sitting there making that stuff up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
Mhm.
like they
Yeah.
all get paid. They don't get paid nothing. They're not all working in China.
Mhm.
You know, that's expensive stuff. That's what those movies cost $200-300 million or whatever the hell they cost. You know, it's like that ain't a low budget film, man. No.
Yeah.
No way.
It sucks that this is happening. I'm not surprised that they're using it as a reason to further
No.
ban guns and blame it on the guns.
Politics.
Yeah, it's people doing stupid stuff. Like in that article I saw, they were talking about a movie that happened in Georgia. Actually, there was is it the Allman Brothers? Remember the Allman Brothers? The rocks,
Yeah,
the rock. Yeah, so someone was making a movie about those guys, and there's a scene in that movie where the guy has a dream that he's like in the hospital, and he has a dream that he's on the train track. And they went to film this scene on the train tracks, and
On the light rail.
yeah, and the CZX or CXX or whoever the people are.
CSX is the railroad company.
Yeah, those people told him, no, you cannot film a movie on our tracks over and over again. And they did.
It's their track.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, so they did it anyway.
And
They did it anyway. Go ahead, Walt.
Okay. No, I was going to say, and if some putz falls down on the track and busts his head open, guess who's going to sue?
So here's the thing that happened. They actually have footage of this. There were 2 trains that went through there, and they were under the impression that it was only 2 trains going through there. So they were set up. They let these 2 trains go through, and they had an actor on the bed. They had makeup people and camera people and all this on the train track, and then here comes another train down the track. And they were all trying to get out of there, and people fell over and all this kind of stuff. And what wound up happening was a young cinematographer, she got killed by the train. And then there was another makeup woman who got her whole arm like broken by this train.
All right.
Oh, wow.
You've been sitting on a train with the train tracks when a train comes?
No!
I equate that. I equate that to a hurricane.
Right. Okay.
You can effing
Yeah, you
feel
get
a
lots of
train
warning.
coming 2 or 3 miles down the tracks as it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to stand there to save your
Right.
props when a freaking train comes rolling through or whatever?
The young woman that got killed was trying to save the camera, which was really expensive. But I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have done this thing.
You know, there ain't no camera. There ain't a whole camera. I leave all my. You ain't gonna die over a camera. There ain't worth no camera in the world worth of dying over.
I wouldn't have done this thing that they were doing. It's crazy. You know, they were there, and there's footage because this became a whole lawsuit. And I think that the director did a plea deal and actually went to jail for a couple of weeks, and had like a 10-year probation. And I think that was for 3 people who were working on the set. I mean, there were 2 trains that went by while they were there. If like Walter's saying, if you're there and you see these 2 trains go by, bringing the fear of God, you know, bringing thunder down the track, why would you set up on these train tracks? And there's footage. There's footage of when this happened. Like you could see in the footage, they're seeing the train coming down the tracks, and but it was too late. The train got on top of them like that. You know. So.
Wow.
Hello,
Crazy.
that train must have had a suppressor. That train must have had a suppressor attached to it because you don't sneak up on somebody with a train. You know you can't have a train
I think.
coming.
You know, the point I'm trying to make to you, right? Let's take it away from the guns. This is what you would call negligence, gross negligence on the part of the people.
What it is? You can't fix stupid.
No, you can't.
You can't fix it.
You can't make any laws to stop that. People are going to go make movies and do stupid shit.
I'm going to stand right on the edge of that cliff with that gravel right on the edge and take a picture because it's nice. And you fall off and then you feel sorry for these people. I don't feel sorry for them. How you doing stand on the edge of a cliff?
Yeah.
I mean, stupid. Come on.
Yeah, people are crazy.
There should have been a guardrail. They'd climb over the guardrail. That's what they do in the Grand Canyon. They climb over the guardrail to get closer to the edge. It's like,
Right.
you can't
Because they don't want the guardrail in their
Yeah.
Instagram selfie.
Yeah.
Some people aren't afraid of. I guess there's people who are not afraid of dying, but then when they die, somebody wants to sue.
Stupid.
Yeah,
Just plain old stupid. Yeah.
yeah. You cannot stop it. So just like it's not the guns or the laws that you make around. You could have rubber guns, I think, in the movie, and someone will beat someone else to death with a rubber gun. And then now what? We're gonna ban rubber. No more rubber.
Someone's
Yeah.
gonna poke somebody's eye out with this plastic gun. I guarantee you. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way to stop crazy things from happening because people take a lot of risks. And I get part of it. I get it, right? Why they take these risks when they're doing things. But even in the trial of the guy, someone said why, because they had zero permission to do this, and he said why. And someone asked him, why didn't you send someone a couple of miles down the track to be a spotter? Yeah. You know. And the director was like, "That's not my job. That's not my job."
Your job is to get people killed.
I mean, so this will happen. You can't. Well, I think Walter already said it, so we're oversaying it here. You cannot fix stupid on people. So,
No.
what other? Let's see. What other news stuff is going on out there?
Somebody's asking where Dave is in Georgia.
What?
Oh, someone wants to know where you are, Dave, in Georgia.
I am in the wonderful, sleepy town of Trenton, in the northwest corner of the state, where Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia meet. I'm in that little corner of Georgia. That's where we are.
Yeah, I think I've been through there before.
You've been to the shop, haven't you, Hank?
No, I have. No, I've never been to the shop, but I drove through there sometime during this year. I remember driving through that area, and I saw, Trenton. Yeah, but
Trenton, you live in?
Yeah,
Or near to.
So, that's cool for anyone who wants to know. Do you guys do tours or something over there?
No, we don't. The insurance companies spanked us because we were doing that. So we don't do tours anymore. We don't allow on-site demos either, insurance company. And,
No.
So we used to do all that.
Tours of the shop are dog and pony shows. That's what tours of the shop.
Right. We have a. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, that's all right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking on the map where Trenton is. Yeah, you're right up in the corner, man. Woo.
Yeah. What is it? What's the highway there?
The interstate passing through is I-59.
I-59. Okay.
Yeah, and it cuts right through the corner of Georgia. It's the Birmingham-Chattanooga interstate, you might say. And just a little piece of it cuts through Georgia, and that's where we are.
Yeah.
But we used to do live fire demos here. We would there's a gate post down by the creek on the driveway, and we used to make a integral bolt rifle called a Zjolnir, the Mjolnir, the Hammer of Thor, and it was a 300 blackout bolt gun. We made them so long ago that they started out as 300 Whisper.
Oh wow!
And then we changed over to cutting them with the blackout reamer once the blackout became standard. And we would go out on the steps of the building and shoot that 70-yard distance to that metal gate post by the creek and ring that post like a bell. It'd ring like a church bell when you hit it with that 200 grain subsonic bullet out of that blackout. And it's got all kinds of dents in it from when we used to do that. But yeah, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I think I went through that way when I was driving up to Utah several months ago.
Yeah, if you went up to maybe I-40, if you went up to take I-40 out west, and you probably came through here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. What's up?
I think you're going like the song says, you're going via Omaha. That's like, it's like what the hell?
I just follow Waze. I follow Waze. Wherever Waze says go this way, I go that way.
That's right up there where the interstate makes that little jog back into Georgia, which is so annoying after coming out of Chattanooga. You're going along and all of a sudden it goes, boom, you're back in Georgia. And then, welcome to Georgia. Boom, welcome back to Tennessee. And,
welcome to Georgia again. Yeah.
It dips through Georgia.
Yeah. Do you guys have a Buc-ee's over there?
No,
Oh, you don't. Okay.
we see them, but there's not nearby. The truck stops we have are Pilots. They're all
Oh, okay.
Pilots now. They used to be different names, but now Pilots bought all of the little ones up, and then,
Yeah.
they're all Pilot trucks.
Yeah, you guys need a Buc-ee's, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys need. Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, geez.
You don't know what
He's
you're missing.
A Bucky's virgin. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Oh.
ever on like I-75 or something like that in Georgia, there's one like there's one I think right before Atlanta, I want to say.
I've seen the signs.
Yeah,
but
there's
I've
one
never
in
stopped at one.
There's
Yeah.
one near
Like-
Macon or Warner Robins. Warner Robins are the Bucky's.
Yeah.
And,
If you ever see a Buc-ee's, you need to go in there, Dave, and then you need to blog from there so that we can all see what your opinion is. I'm not going to tell
they have
you
like
too much.
100. They have like 100, 200 gas pumps at the Bucky's.
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy.
Oh wow, it's enormous.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
allow tractor trailers.
Yeah, no
Huh.
trucks. No
Yeah.
trucks.
So whenever you go in, you're supposed to be able to get a gas pump and get gassed up, but it also has the cleanest bathrooms.
And the biggest damn bathroom.
Yeah,
Never
and
gonna say that.
big bathrooms. Yeah.
Huh.
If I'm going through with my van, I typically, if I'm going through places I need to use the bathroom, I use the bathroom right here in the van, right?
Yeah.
But if I see a Buc-ee's, I stop, I go to the bathroom, I get gas, I go to use the bathroom, and then
Get something
also,
to eat.
yeah, they have good food. They make a good brisket, you know.
Wow.
Make everything.
They're cooking all kinds of food right there.
Fudge and brisket.
Oh, the
and
fudge. Yeah, don't even look at the fudge. Don't even.
fudge.
You put on 500 calories just looking. If you step into the Buc-ee's, you've already put on 500 calories just from going. Once you go to a Buc-ee's, you'll see what you'll be like. Oh, this is what these crazy guys were telling me about Buc-ee's. So now, anywhere I'm driving in America, if I see a Buc-ee's, I'm going there.
I'm going. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep. I'm going.
Interesting.
yeah,
I'll have to check it out now. Now you got me interested.
yeah. So here's the thing. So you guys know that there's this whole thing with the Supreme Court and the abortion stuff going on in Texas, right? I guess the Supreme Court kind of, sort of held it up, but didn't really, hold it up. But they didn't. Well, they didn't knock it down. What Texas is trying to do. Okay. So
Right,
now,
they didn't stop them.
no, they didn't. So now California is trying to use that in order to go against guns. So California to let citizens enforce ban on assault weapons, echoing Texas abortion law.
Okay, I'm real confused. I'm
Right.
real confused. So the citizens are going to enforce a ban on assault weapons.
So what's happening in Texas is that the way they wrote the laws in Texas, that the Supreme Court did not knock down, the part of it that, I think they issued a warning on something, but basically the people of Texas can sue abortion clinics, right? And so that's making it more difficult for abortion to exist in Texas. And a lot of Democrats or liberals very upset about that. So California wants to be the first state that if they could do that, they want to create things to let people sue gun companies in California. Okay.
If their particular firearm was used in the commission of a crime, for instance.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to read this article that we've got up here, that I'm putting up here. California Governor Gavin Newsom has pledged to empower private citizens to enforce a ban on the manufacture and sale of assault weapons in the state, citing the same authority claimed by conservative lawmakers in Texas to outlaw most abortions. Thereafter, most abortions thereafter only around 6 weeks of pregnancy. We will work to create the ability for private citizens to sue anyone who manufactures, distributes, or sells an assault weapon or ghost gun kit or parts in California, the governor's office said in a statement on Sunday. For 3 decades, California has banned the manufacture and sale of various assault-style weapons. However, in June, a federal judge overturned that ban, much to the ire of Democrats and gun control activists, saying, like the Swiss Army knife, the popular AR-15 rifle is a perfect combination for home defense. weapon and homeland defense equipment, good for both home and battle. So I mean that's a whole thing to get into, but basically California's saying, oh, if they're allowing this particular thing to be used here in Texas, we're going to allow people to use that and go after gun companies.
The two are not the same.
You get that, didn't you, Walter? You got that. Okay.
Here we have something that's constitutionally guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, abortion is not
specifically
in the U.S. Constitution.
Right. Yeah. Abortion is not a thing that is not a guaranteed right.
Yeah.
So there's some differences there. On top of that, like someone saying here, I think 42 chilled, all gun laws are illegal. At the same time, there's already protections for manufacturers of firearms companies, or for people who manufacture guns, right? So all that stuff already exists.
Back in '86, much to the I don't know what's the right word here, the sadness of the machine gun community, but the Firearm Owners Protection Act, which has the McClure-Volkmer Amendment in it, is written specifically to protect the firearm community from frivolous lawsuits.
Right.
That's what it was for.
As it should be. Now, what's happening with abortion, I think, is like Walter said, a completely different thing. But
it's not
there's a lot of things wrong with what these guys are trying to do. First of all, man, the people of California, you guys have to actually do something about these lawmakers in California. You have to get rid of them. You won't be able to defend yourself. There'll be nothing not even the cops in California will be able to get their hands on guns. Because in stuff like this, if let's say you're a criminal and you get into a shootout with the cops and they shoot you, so you're going to probably get a lawyer that's suing the manufacturer of that firearm or that ammo or something under these same things. Not to mention, can people sue because they're fat? Can they sue McDonald's because they sell food that makes them fat?
I was going.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
What? Let's back to that federal judge and the assault weapons thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that people in California can buy an AR-15 now?
Yeah.
Yes, because
Everything.
that's what
they can buy anything they want.
Technically, that's what's going on. I don't think that's exactly what's happening right now in California, but I think that ruling that came through, that's what the ruling was saying, that it was unconstitutional for them to go after AR-15s. So now they're around. So this is one of the things. I think they're challenging it, but this is one of the things they also want to do. But if they try to use this, first of all, I think these are completely separate things that are going on here, right? Personally, I don't believe in abortion. It's kind of weird, though, to me, and ironic that people want to be able to kill their babies, but then they want to blame guns for killing people.
Yeah.
Well, let me explain something to you here. Newsom is probably a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Let me guess, he's probably a lawyer. That's probably what he went to school for. And they're kind of looking out for each other. If that lawyer can, if those whole pack of lawyers can sue anybody they want, it's a cash cow.
Yeah, but if you open this up, though, people will sue everyone for everything. California isn't going to have anything. No one will sell anything in California.
Well, that's California's
shipping
problem,
to that state.
Isn't it?
Yeah. What was that?
Everything causes cancer in California too. You know that?
Yeah.
Really?
But what did you just say, Dave? What did you say? You just said something.
I will absolutely stop shipping product to California.
And I think that's what's going to happen, right? What happens when people stop shipping guns to California altogether? No guns, no ammo.
The real patriots that live behind enemy lines there will drive to Nevada. But here's a really interesting little piece of insight for you. You know what this is? This is a booster for one of our popular suppressors. It fits our Mystic, our Centurion, our Cosmic, our Infinity X, okay? We sell this by itself on the web store. We sell, but Jesus, I don't know the number. We make a lot of these. We literally make 500 at a time when we run them on the Turning Center, and we're always out of them. A lot of them go to California. What are they using them for?
I don't know, Walt. What are they using them for? I don't know. I don't know. It's used for automotive purposes. I don't know.
But
Maybe those
Yeah, I'm with
people in
you.
California. Maybe those people in California got laid somewhere. I don't know.
I think there's some people in California that ain't gonna put up with it a whole lot longer.
I think that what they're opening up here for themselves in California, who would sell anything in California? Not just guns, not just ammo. Why would
Right.
any company sell anything in California? If I was
Yeah.
companies in America, if they actually put something like that through, I wouldn't sell anything to anyone in California. Okay?
Yeah,
Because
you're begging to get sued.
yeah, that same thing could be used for anything. You know,
Right.
it's only a matter of time before they have people suing car companies for pollution. You know, you're gonna have some like that knucklehead. I forgot the name of that crazy chick who's always getting up there and crying about pollution and everything, even though she travels all over the world or whatever, creating pollution.
In her super energy efficient jet.
Yeah. So this is just ridiculous. But this is what you're getting out of California. That these guys just don't want you to be able to defend themselves. I don't think that like Gavin Newsom should have the people who his bodyguards or whatever should have anything there to protect him. They shouldn't have anything.
Right. Yeah. The double standard. The hypocrisy is sickening.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Well, he's so loved, he almost got thrown out of office, didn't he?
Almost,
Right,
but not actually. I mean, the people of California want this crap.
Once the dead finished voting, he stayed in. You know.
It's I don't know, man. When are the people of California really going to get sick and tired? Maybe when everything is too expensive for them. You would think there's folks like a studio apartment in some parts of California, a studio apartment, literally one room and a bathroom. You're looking at $4,000 or $5,000
Wow.
a month.
That's insanity.
Just think about that. You know, so
I can't fathom that much money just for a place to sleep at night. You know,
that's what's going on in parts of California,
crazy.
especially in Silicon Valley and all that kind of stuff. That's why that's why folks are leaving there. That's why people don't want to make things in those places. You know?
Yeah, you can't afford to.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what actually what actually happens with with California if they really seriously try that. It would be interesting to see what happens with them in those places. So I think you're opening up everything. Go ahead. What's up?
All right, let's do our blade check. What you carrying off, Hank?
Oh no,
I've got a Benchmade automatic today.
Oh,
So
I have no knives on me right now. Damn it. I feel
what
like
did you say?
yeah.
I don't know the model number.
That's a Benchmade?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little automatic.
I guarantee you I have a knife somewhere here in this van. I got to get Lola to get the knife for me.
Yeah.
What do you got, Walter? What are you showing?
I got the pootie knife.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's the blade there.
Yeah.
That's the blade.
No, it's crazy. I actually, and I was thinking about that. I was like, man, Dave is coming on. I guarantee you Dave is going to ask me about a knife. And I didn't throw one in my pocket. I have a flashlight.
You don't have your Microtech? Is that what you carry
No.
normally?
I usually carry a Microtech or Tops knives or something like that. Look, I've got a Olight.
Yeah.
Olight is making a whole bunch of stuff that's not flashlights now. Believe it or not, Olight is making bags. They're making bags now. See, look at that.
Really?
Olife. Let's see. Can you guys see that? It says Olife.
Got a man bag?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's it's a Molly bag right here. You can Molly onto things.
Yeah.
Open it up,
Dude, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, you can put a whole bunch of stuff in there, It's got multiple pockets on it or whatever. There's no knives. I don't have any knives in there. They're making knives. They're making knives. The other day I was showing the knives they're making. But I got a flashlight from Olight. The new Odin GLM. The old... Oh, look, flashlights are coming up. Let's see. There you go. Boom.
Mine's a Phoenix. It's the big AA model. It's 2 AA cells. But yeah, I like Phoenix lights. They're durable and rugged. You get them from Amazon.
Very nice, very nice. Walter, is that a light?
No, that's
Just got a light. This is a knife. We started talking about knives. Now we're going to lights.
Yeah.
This is a sent me bayonet.
I'm gonna Lola, if you can hear me, get a knife so that I don't have to sit here with these guys. There's definitely knives in here. So anyway, I'm gonna open up this Odin GLM 1500. Wow, 1500 lumens.
Dude, that's bright.
Yeah, this is a weapon light.
Yeah,
You ain't seen bright.
It's a weapon and it's a light.
Yeah.
There's no freaking knife.
Okay, Walter's. No, there's knives. There's a knife right behind that chair.
Is that Surefire?
Surefire M6 Guardian.
Wow.
This thing turns night into day.
No kidding.
Old school way. Just with lots of batteries and I think it's got like one of those halogen lamps in it or whatever. I don't know what it is, but
It's
it's
super
freaking
bright.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Trust me, guys. I'm coming up with a knife here in a second. By the way, I got this out of here. Like if you guys, I got this out of the box so I could show you all.
Okay. I have a light.
So
I have a light, Hank Strange. I got an Olight light, a little bitty baby one.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you
A
go.
little tiny one. Where?
Yeah.
How do you
Baby
put a
one.
battery in it?
Yeah,
It
I don't
probably
know.
charges. It probably charges up itself.
It's like rechargeable. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. What does
It's
this
bright.
take? Is this this
Hey, it's
oh yeah,
bright.
this has a battery thing in here. I got to take the tab out. Let me take out the tab so I could turn this on. And it has this is like an actual weapon light. Let's see if I could show you guys the lumens, the amount of lumens on here.
Yeah. it
Once I
just
figure
turns
out how
your
to turn
screen
it on.
white.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to. Oh, here we go. Oh, this has got a laser. I don't think you guys can see it though. Let me see if I could put. Ooh, yeah, there it
Yeah,
goes.
there it is on the camera sensor.
Yeah, so it's got a green. It's got a green laser.
You blinded me. You blinded me. I'm calling the lawyer.
Are you going to sue him?
Okay, here we go. Here's the flashlight right there.
Oh,
That's just whiteout territory right
Yeah, it
there.
does. That's bright. Dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna have an epileptic.
Okay,
fit. Stop
I'm
shining
gonna be the
light
king
on
of this knife thing right here. Check this
Oh,
out.
look. He finally come. Oh, no.
Oh, see? There you go. My bushcrafter kookery right here for you. Hold on, let's see.
That's a knife. Look at this.
And I think this is from Topps Knives, right, Lola? Yeah, Topps Knives, the Bushmaster kookery. That's what I got for you guys. There's always a knife around here somewhere. Oh, and then he came out with a sword.
Zombie tools deuce. Two-handed sword.
Yeah.
You never know when you need a good zombie tool.
Next thing we know, Walter's going to be pulling up a sword now.
Hey,
Walter
just
has-
give me a second here.
Oh, kookeries. Do you have a kookery over there? Do you have a kookery, Dave? Do you
No,
have?
I don't have.
Oh man,
This
you
will
should
have
have
to
some kind of
It
kookery.
has to supplement because it don't have a curved blade, but it does have the grind.
Oh, okay. Let's see what you got there, Walt. Go ahead, show that again. Oh,
Nice,
ah,
dude. That thing's
That's
nice.
Big mofo. So
Yeah, it is.
yeah. That's dangerous. And let's show Dave's knife sword again. Oh, you put it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's discontinued. If you go to Zombie Tools, there are a bunch of boys out of Missoula, Montana, and they make them. They make them there in their shop out of 5160 spring steel. This
Yeah.
thing is incredibly durable.
Oh,
but
wow.
yeah, they discontinued the models after so long, and they ain't made this one in a few years.
Yeah,
Changed the designs on it. But yeah, I wanted the two-handed sword.
yeah.
So I
That's
talked to them about
badass. That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Lola, give me the sheath for this thing. I'm afraid. Like I'm sitting in the van right now with no shoes on. I definitely don't want to drop this thing on my foot. when I'm
that would
when
be
I'm moving.
terrible.
Yeah, when I'm moving around here, I don't want to drop that. Boss Hog says, "Is Dave still making cigar holders? Great conversation piece. I won one
Yes.
on Hank's show."
Yes.
Oh, cool.
We're making them and the cigar vaults.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
Do
What's
a
up?
drawing before we log off and give one of them cigar vaults away, and I'll send it out to them.
All right, very cool. Okay, so if someone wants a cigar, if you want a cigar vault from Liberty Suppressors,
it looks like a silencer, okay?
Okay.
But it's not a silencer. And no, you can't convert it. If the tubing is not, it's not DOM tubing, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, the threaded rear cap is deliberately done in such a way that it's meant to protect a cigar and not meant to be mounted to a firearm. And the threads are not held to a silencer tolerance. They're held to a cigar container tolerance.
Okay.
That people keep asking these questions about, can you convert it? Like, no, dude, you would have better luck converting a mag light, okay? It's meant to hold a cigar.
Yeah.
We sell
Now,
silencers.
let me translate that for Dave. Oh, you stupid people out there! No, you can't make a can out of it.
Right.
All right. So listen, here's what we're going to do. In the time we have left, we've got about somewhere between 10 and 6 minutes, 6 and 10 minutes. Everyone who goes into the chat right now and says that they want the cigar vault, you have to say, I want the cigar vault. Like, you know,
cigar vault.
I want the knife. You have to say you want it in there, and then we'll get Dave to go through and pick one of you guys, and you'll get that cigar vault. But you have to be
Walter
watching.
to do it.
Yeah. Okay,
Get
Walter.
to do it because I can't see the chat.
Okay, Walter, can you see the chat from on Utreon?
Yeah, I'm watching it. Let me see here.
Yeah, so everyone who says right now, you have to comment in there right now. Walter will pick you. For the people who are watching this later on YouTube, this is why you have to go to Utreon and watch live, because we're not giving it away to when we give away stuff, we give it away while we're live. So that's how it goes. Everyone go in there and comment. I actually don't see anyone commenting yet. So
wait a
I
minute.
don't see the
There's
comments
one.
coming through.
I see one.
Edward Brower.
Oh, Edward Brower says he
I
wants
see
one.
two.
Edward Brower
There we
says he
go.
wants one, but you know he's the CEO of Utreon, but he's eligible. He's still eligible. So
So,
if
we're
you
gonna
want
leave
one, you
this-
have to say you want one. Appalachian Gunrunner says he wants one. Boss Hog, yes, you're excluded because you already got one. Thanks for bringing it up, but you already got one. So you can't get one again. 42 Chill says I want the suppressor. There you go. So everyone.
It's
Smash.
not a suppressor.
Oh, I'm sorry. The cigar vault. The cigar vault. Let me correct myself.
And I know we have them in stock because I seen Sierra packaging them today. She actually
Okay.
we package them in one of those clear, was it acetic cubes,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that you can see through with the red rubber slip-on ends. That's
Mhm.
the way we package them. And she
Okay, very
packaged
cool.
a whole bin full of them, so we have plenty.
Okay, cool. Shout out to Sierra. When is she taking over Liberty Suppressors? When is this
Probably in
is
about- probably
this
in
is Dave's
about
daughter.
15 years.
15 years.
15, yeah, when I retire.
Yeah, I always see you guys on your YouTube channel doing videos. Like
Yeah.
you guys make some crazy videos. Edward Brower says he'll leave it to the audience to win something. He's the CEO of Utreon that I was telling you about before we started. So when you create the Liberty Suppressors thing, what's up?
Get me his address. I get him one.
Oh, there you go, Edward Brower. You're getting one just for CEO cred.
Well, no, because he's given us a platform that's unrestricted, so that something that is legal in this country can be talked about freely.
Right. Yes.
And I
Okay.
applaud him for doing that. Thank you.
I agree with you. Yeah, Edward Brower is a good dude. So Edward, you already won one, but we're gonna give another one away. So we'll get your info. We'll share it with Dave. Dave, you need to make sure that you sign up Liberty Suppressors for a Utreon account.
I'll do it.
So
I'll
there you
start
go.
migrating my videos over too.
Yeah. No, they'll pull your videos over for you.
Okay, good.
They'll pull everything over, and then if you put something up on YouTube, it'll automatically go over. So
I'll probably upload it here and see if it'll cross-populate instead. I don't know which way. I'll talk to him.
no, it won't. Yeah, it
Which
won't
way
go back to
smarter.
YouTube. If you put it up here, it won't go back to YouTube. So the way to do it is put it up on YouTube. It'll go here, but also, here, if you guys want to go live and have guns and stuff like that, like what we're doing, you could do it. There's a lot of gun guys. There's they have a feature if you're doing a collaboration with another gun guy. You can actually, if people give money and stuff like that, you can all share it. So there's stuff like that going on. I'm trying to get Walter to create the Safety Harbor Firearms one, so that like if Walter would create it, I could put Walter on there, and if people gave us money or anything like that while we're on air, Walter can get his percentage. So but we're working on it. We're working on
Yeah.
we're working on getting Walter to do that. It's gonna happen
If
one
I
of these
didn't have
days.
to fix a machine, if I didn't have to clean out the poop chute in the house there.
Yeah, someone's got to make the guns. Someone's got to make the guns.
Yeah.
Someone's got to make the guns. So that's, we appreciate you, Walter, for what you do. But it's real easy. All you have to do is literally go in there, create Safety Harbor Firearms, and then
I know.
Ed and the team over at Utreon will take care of the rest for you. So
Okay.
as
When do we
easy
pick
as
this? When do we pick this person?
Yeah, so we're almost at the end here. So right now I say go through and see whoever in the chat say that they want one.
Okay.
And pick
I've
one
already
of
got
those
somebody
folks.
picked, I think.
You do? You have someone
And
picked?
you know why? They used the magic word.
Okay, what was the magic word?
Please.
Oh, okay. Who is it?
There it is.
Who
And
is
that's
it?
AK Sean.
AK Sean, I want the cigar vault, please. Okay, there you go.
The magic word.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, AK Sean, boom, there you go. You need to get in touch with us. How should they get in touch with us, Lola?
lolastrange1@gmail.com.
We could have touched with Dave.
Or they can email liberty@sales.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
does Dave want? They can email
Yeah, how do you want to get the AK Sean's info there, Dave?
He can email us at support@libertycans.net, and we'll
mention
get it going tomorrow.
mention the Who
just-
Moved My Freedom podcast.
Yeah. And then we need his mailing address and his screen name.
Boom, there you go. Okay. Now don't everyone try to do that. Only
If
AK
everyone
Sean.
does that, then I'm going to not ship it. If there's 2 of those in the inbox, we're going to wait, and then Hank's going to have to flesh out who AK Sean is.
There you go. AK Sean, the easiest way to communicate with us, like I said in the beginning of the show, is go to Hank Strange, sign up for our email list there. You can actually send us a message through there, so that way we can verify who you are and we can pass that on to Dave, etc. So that if anyone's wondering, that's the easiest way to do stuff here. Just go to hankstrange.com. We have an email list will pop up. You can go through that and put in for the email list, and then you can also actually email us through that. And Lola and myself both see those. So thanks for picking that, Walter. We're going to do the same thing in sometime, I don't know, that's probably next week, right, Lola? When we do the last show? I don't know. Sometime this month when we do the last show of the year, we're going to give away some stuff from Liberty. We're going to give away a very cool suppressor as well.
27th.
When?
The 27th.
Lola says the last show is going to be on the 27th. So
I might even put this on.
Oh, you might actually put that on?
Oh, we need to see that.
I'll have to turn the air conditioner down here to like 40.
Uh-huh.
And then, so I don't pass
Or for
out
Dave,
meeting
open the
guns.
door.
Yeah, right now.
That cool.
Just
That cools it.
thought.
Yeah, that
Man.
cools it down. All right, so listen, we actually ran into the end of the show already. I can't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah, time has really, really flown by here. So we're probably going to start wrapping it up. Big thanks to everyone who's listening to us live or watching us live here on Utreon. If you want to do it and you're listening or watching on YouTube later, that's the way to do it. Walter is showing up this thing from Barnauls. It says Merry Christmas from your BOP family.
That was in the bag with that beautiful onesie.
There you go. So listen, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around. AK Sean says he's actually Mr. Bullshitter from YouTube. Okay, cool. I know who that is. So we'll start with Walter. Walter, tell the folks out there if they want to know more about Safety Harbor Firearms or Dirt Foot Racing or STEMparts.com. What do they do?
So all I gotta do is for Safety Harbor Firearms, Safety Harbor Firearms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram right now. Dirtfoot Racing, the same thing, the mini bike stuff. YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. STEMparts.com or some stun parts and pieces. Hopefully we have some barrels coming in, some Mark III barrels, hopefully pretty soon here. They're supposed to be making them. And then there's, of course, just safetyfirearms.com. You can check out the website. You can always use a telephone, the old school thing, hello.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the main way.
I would like to see an integrally suppressed stun gun in Liberty. Liberty, you need an integrally suppressed stun gun, I think.
Was that a Mark V? Isn't that what the Mark V was?
The Mark 5 is a normal gun. I think it was the.
Was the Sterling No, Sterling wasn't.
No, the Mark. I think it was a Mark IV actually. Mark IV was the suppressor.
They made an integral. Yeah, Mark.
Yeah. Mark.
Yeah.
And it was crazy quiet. Yeah.
Well, it was crazy big too. So.
Yeah, and it was all these grease soaked felt wipes, dude. It was stupid quiet. I heard one. It was.
Oh, really?
It was sweet. Yeah, dude. It was just bolt noise. It was crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah, very cool. We got to see something like that happen. Liberty Suppressors has so many cool stuff we didn't even talk about. Like, you guys have the rotating suppressor for that 9mm.
Yeah, the we call it the Gatling canister.
Mm-hmm.
And it fits. It actually mounts to the end of all the barrels, and it's a integral suppressor module that fits on the end of the Tippmann Arms 9mm Gatling.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds beautiful. I mean, you get so much action noise out of that gun because of all that mechanism clicking and clacking. And it sounds like you're kind of dry firing a gun with a jingling breath. It's sweet.
Yeah, I really want to do a video on one of those. So tell the folks out there, Dave, how can people get in touch with you? Where's the different places online they can find you? What stuff do you get up to? I know you do some photography stuff as well.
Yeah, if you want to find us, you'll find us on Facebook. We're Liberty Suppressors. You can find us on Instagram. We're Liberty Cans on Instagram. So, and it's all one run together word, Liberty CANS. And then on our website, it's just libertycans.net or libertysuppressors.com. You can Google Liberty Suppressors and it'll hit right like immediately. But the best way to contact us right now, the phone works fine. You can call us. Phone number's on the website. But we would prefer if you would send us an email. If you've got a tech question, we would prefer it to come in email, because what happens is the phones blow up from Thanksgiving to Christmas, and we can't catch all the calls. There's just so many of them. It happens so much. Like through the mid part of the day, they just dump the voicemail by themselves because there's so many of them. And so, yeah, you'll get an answer faster if you'll email us at this time of the year. It's just nature of the business. But support it at libertycans.net. And, if you have a purchase question or a tech question or, adapter fitment, like you got, what adapter do I need to put this can on this gun? Do you have this, whatever? All those questions we can answer really quickly through email. So, we'll run through them and you'll get your answer much faster if you send an email.
Absolutely. Okay, very cool. There's lots of cool stuff out there from Liberty Suppressors. For any of you guys that are looking for stuff, they have, you can find stuff on YouTube. I've got stuff. Walter, Babyface has stuff. Mr. Guns and Gear has some really cool videos out there from Liberty Suppressors, as do other folks out there in the industry. So I would ask you guys to check out.
They should really go watch your fireside chat video about our MP5s.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that's a good one. We've got some.
Look at Walter laughing already.
Yeah,
that's an inside laugh.
Yeah, that triggered something on Walt right there. AK Sean says thank you, Dave and Hank and Walter.
Hey, wait a minute, AK Sean.
Who chose you? I said I put your name in there on those thank yous. I'm sure that AK.
Oh, okay. Look.
AK Sean is gonna thank you. Look, guys named Sean, man, it's a problem. I told you this already. Dudes named Sean can only be expected to do so much.
I get it.
It's a limit. It's a limit to what they could do. Trust me, I know this personally. I know this personally. So
Look,
listen.
you didn't even get a capital on your name when Dave got capitalized first name. You didn't get capitalized first name.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run in the end. We're going to come back. Walt, should we get Dave to leave us with the words of wisdom?
Something, yeah, some little
Yeah.
tidbit of wiseness.
Yeah, David of Liberty Suppressors will leave us with the words of wisdom. I'm going to run in the end. Big shout out to Barnauls, makers of performance steel case ammunition. Shout out to those guys. Also, they make high points. As I said, we'll be giving one of those away here shortly. Big thanks to them for sponsoring us. Big thanks to all the folks out there for watching, joining us here on Utreon. I know it's not easy to do this whole thing. You got to leave YouTube, come over here and watch us. So I appreciate you guys doing that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to run in the end here, and we'll be right back with the words of wisdom. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out here with us. Shout out also to the folks who are joining us from Firearms Radio Network. We've got a lot of people coming in and listening to the audio there. We do rip the audio out of this and put it up on iTunes and all your other favorite sources for audio podcasts. We appreciate all those new folks coming in there through the Firearms Radio Network. So, Dave, words of wisdom.
I got two pieces for you. One, silencers are hearing protectors for everybody around you. And in the Revolutionary War, a common greeting or salutation was keep your powder dry. So
there you go.
Keep your powder dry.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely. Good night to everyone. We appreciate you all joining us. We'll see you. Dave, Walt, stay right there. I've got it. Let me see. I got to end it. I got to go over here and hit the end button. We're out of here.
Bye. Maybe.